Howdy folks, Brian with TNT Over 50 coming at you. Tonight, we're doing steaks. I'm surprised I haven't even done a video on steaks yet, so check this out. I'm just showing how I prep mine. When you pick the steaks out, here it is. Doesn't matter if it's I usually get fillets or really good cuts of sirloin. When you pick the steak out, and you can actually see it in the package, of course there's marbling and this and that, but the actual meat itself, you'll be able to see it it flakes the meat itself. And this is a grass-fed sirloin. It has this specific flaking. It almost looks like the meat can just actually pull apart. But that's how I pick it out. And usually I can pick out an awesome freaking steak that just almost just like melts in your mouth like butter after you cook it. But the way I prep it, it's called brining, or it's some kind of thing. You put your salt and different things on it, put it in an open container with some tinfoil on the top of it, and put it in the refrigerator for like 24 hours. So when I do pick out the actual steak, don't get it to where the expiration date's gonna be like in the next 2 days. Usually I'll pick a cut that was like, fixed up that day to where it's not gonna expire for 3 or 4 days or whatever. So when you get it home, the best seasonings that I've put on this is salt, pepper, and garlic. And it turns out awesome. And then I'll come back after it's been in the refrigerator for 24 to maybe 48 hours sometimes, because what it does, when you put the salt on it, it pulls out, I can see it there, wow. It pulls out the moisture, comes to the top, and then it drops back in. And then I'll flip them over after like being in the fridge for 12 hours or whatever, and put the salt and the pepper and the garlic on the other side. But after 24 hours, 48 hours, these things get so tender and just ready to just slap on your grill or your air fryer grill or whatever. But that's kind of how I prep them. And you just put them in the refrigerator like this. So mine have been sitting in there for 24 hours. My next step, right before I'm gonna cook them tonight, probably in about 2 hours. Next step, after you do the garlic, pepper, and the salt, is soy, Worcestershire. So, and I'll kind of do just about probably 1 part of the Worcestershire, and I'll just kind of sprinkle it over the top because it's going to marinate here for a couple hours. And then the soy, I put a little bit more. I guess it's like about a third of Worcestershire, and then 2/3 of soy. So then once that gets in there, I just kind of roll them around. I'll put them back in the refrigerator for about an hour. And like I said, I'm gonna cook them in about 2 hours. And I'll flip them over, and they just, after you're about ready to cook them, all this juice gets absorbed into this, and it's a pretty cool process. Let me grab this. Pretty cool process, but they turn out awesome. And with this, I'm gonna, in a minute, on my next segment, get a glassware like this for the oven, and put some little bitty potatoes and carrots and onions, and put like a gluten-free brown gravy sauce in it, and pop that in the oven for a couple hours, and let that cook. And once that is done, I'll throw the steaks on, and basically everything will be done at the same time. So, catch you in a minute, folks. All right, folks, finished product. Had these on the air fryer for like a Max on grill, and everyone likes their steak different. This is my steak right here. This is 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. This is my wife's steak, and I cooked it a little bit longer, so it's a little bit more cooked and stuff. So, but man, that pink in there, aminos are all intact and stuff. It is awesome. The concoction in the oven came out awesome. What I did, there was a lot of gravy left over, and so I put some of the minute rice in there that kind of sucked up all the gravy and stuff, and it turned out awesome. So what we're doing here, this is going to be actually the cameraman's food, and he likes his steaks like mine. So I am going to put some thin strips here, like this. Cut that up a little bit. Slap that on the top here. And man, you got some protein, carbs, grass-fed everything in there. And it comes out awesome. Ta-da! All right, folks, till next time. Hey, click like if you like this whole recipe thing. It's awesome. It helps for the algorithm and stuff. So until next time, folks, see ya.